So guys, as I have been discussing for a while now that I wanted to move from discretionary trading to algorithmic trading on Bank Nifty on expiry. And I remember I started talking about this in back in August. And from August, it became September, September became October, October became November. But finally, after a lot of effort from my team, we were able to backtest the strategies, we were able to automate the order entries and exits and adjustments and everything. And today was the first day where we were able to implement the strategy in real life. Although the execution was a little bit problematic. Okay. So let me just tell you guys exactly what happened and what did we learn from this. So this morning, as you guys can see here, we started with Bank Nifty only. I said I don't want to trade Nifty. Let me stick with Bank Nifty, and the program was working fine. Basically selling options throughout the day. Things were looking fine. Then what happened was this quick bar at noon. It's not that big of a move on Bank Nifty. It's about I think 0.2%, but the speed at which it happened, it caused some of the stop losses to get hit. Now hitting of a stop loss is not that big of a deal. It happens all the time. But the one thing that we noticed was that because of the stop loss, there was about 600 quantity on Bank Nifty that got squared off. Now, according to the program, there should be an equivalent amount of adjustment on the opposite side, right? I mean, we were planning in such a way, but when we noticed the adjustment was only done for 100 quantity. So that kind of started, creating questions in our mind about the program, whether it's doing everything correctly. And then of course I manually adjusted those things, but then this is how the day was going to be. Then we started to wonder whether this is a good idea to keep going with this. So I took an executive decision to kind of just stop that algo, right? So we stopped the algo, and I said let me just get out of all the Bank Nifty positions. And then finally what I did was I came back to my regular old Nifty trading manually. So that is how basically the rest of the day went. So it was kind of a failed launch, so to speak. Although I don't want to discredit the amount of work that we have done. And also in my experience that, whenever I try something new, it never really works in the first go. It's just that's how the nature of the things are. It takes 3, 4, 5 attempts for us to figure out what's going on, and even the luck factor for me, right? I don't think it works out very well. So that's how the day ended up in the green, but again it was very volatile market and very tricky to tell what was going to happen. I mean, for a very long time it felt like we have broken down below 18,000 on Nifty and we were going to go down further, but there was a very very quick recovery in the last hour, and that caused trouble, right? That caused trouble for a lot of us. So on and all, it was a tough expiry, and it got a little bit harder for us because of the algo. Because see, the thing is that if you do discretionary trading from the get-go, you kind of keep adjusting yourself. Your mindset is all fine, right? But when you start with an algo and then there are issues, then you kind of have to midway abandon it, and then you have to again do something else. That becomes a little bit more tricky. And Nifty, especially, I think Nifty even gave a bigger trouble because again Nifty, broke the level, the day's low again one time, but then again it reversed back. So there's multiple reversals that happened on Nifty, which made life a little harder. But the thing is this, that's how I see this, that it's a learning experience, right? So the learning that I want to share with you guys is that whenever you are thinking of implementing an algo, start with a smaller quantity, right? So even though my quantity was also not that big, but still I think we could have done with a smaller quantity, even much smaller than that, because there will be some issues that you won't be able to foresee at the time of backtesting. So if you're doing with small quantity, and even if you are, let's say, wrong, there are issues, then you will not mind that much. Even if you have to abandon it, or you have to kind of pause those things, it will not affect you in a big way. So I mean, the day overall went I guess in the green, but not what I hoped for. And the thing that actually I'm more interested to know is we will be getting the data, today's data from the data vendor by I think 6 o'clock or so. I think we already got it by now. So we will actually do a back testing on this tomorrow to see if we would not have abandoned the strategy midway and had everything gone well, would that strategy have made money or not? That's something which I'm interested to know. That was of course on Bank Nifty, not on Nifty, but I guess that's only something I will find out tomorrow. So that's it, guys. It was a tough day. I just want to say it was a tough day. It was not easy. I'm sure it was hard for everybody, but just became a little bit more complicated for us because of the algorithmic issues. Okay. So that's about it, guys. I hope next week onwards, we are not going to abandon anything with the program. The backtesting, everything is promising. So we will keep going forward. We will just fix those issues that we face today. So hopefully next week when we meet, I have some good news. And of course, hopefully market becomes a little better. It's not as tricky as it was today. So let's see what happens next time. So till then, take care.